I'm now going to highlight a cool feature on the release production order screen. So previously I've set up, you can see cheese as my raw material and pizza as my finished good. If we global search for released production orders and we drill down into my production order for pizza, and we go to line and components, we see we have 88 expected. But let's say I don't actually have enough. There are a lot of ways to calculate the need to supply the cheese for the pizza needed to be created. So one way is to go to related on the release production order screen, order and planning. And if we go to process and calculate plan, which I've done previously, but you would do that and this will pop up and it's going to tell you what you need for this production order. So we can scroll over and see the needed quantity as 110 for our cheese. We are working with cheese in this example. From here, you can see the supply from field, and we could pick the vendor that we need to buy from for this standard cheese. Brings up the item vendor catalog. This is essentially a list of vendors that supplies this item, which can be set up on the item card. In this case, I've set up this vendor, so I'm going to click OK. And then if we scroll over, the quantity to order, I'm going to actually do 200 because I want to order more. From here, I'm going to go to process and make orders. This brings up a screen similar to the acquisition worksheet. We are making orders to the active order that we just made. We are going to make a purchase order. If we actually needed to make something, we would make a production order, and we can create transfer orders as well, or assemble orders too. These are all the supply elements, just something that is going to create inventory. So like I said, in this case, we're just going to create a purchase order. So I'm going to hit OK. And I'm going to close out of this, back up out of here and here. And if we take a look at our purchase order screen under sales and purchases, then purchase order, we can see that this is the vendor that I selected to supply the cheese from. So we could open this up, and we could see that the quantity is set to 200. From the production order, I generated a purchase order to supply this quantity. This is an easy way in Business Central to get demand.